I'm the cranking nigga younger that flow. Don't think so, shake mouth and bet dough. Account overdrawn, you less than zero. Shoes, clothes, cars, pros. I'm the flyest young fella you know. Your girl thinks.
Hey now, what's up? Your boy Doug J.
Wise as well.
And the man behind the scene, always directing us, he's called himself the Hidden P. Diddy, Super Smith. Now,
Don't do that.
Now, this is a question that we were talking amongst ourselves with since Quaz and I are married. Antonio, he's looking. So if you've seen the super group page, ladies, he is single. But anyway, if you are married and God forbid your spouse passed, how long do you think it should be before you start dating again? Like, do you think if you started dating immediately, like 2 months later, everybody be
wait for her to drop off?
Yeah, you like, oh man, I was waiting for Earth to die. I just wanted to get up out of here. Like, what is the time period you think, or is it even a time period?
Yeah. Dang, that's a good one because you gotta think about the kids. If you had kids,
Exactly.
and your relationship, and it might depend on how old they are. Like if they like 20 plus, out of college or something like that, it might, you might be able to jump back in within a year.
Nah,
or
they
so.
might feel a certain way, like you won't be cheating on my mother. I'm like, God.
So what is the obligation to the kids though?
You know what?
Is it an age, like if they're grown, or I mean, you think you owe the kids anything after that, like you've raised them and all that?
I mean, I think for my answer, I'll talk to my kids first. I'm like, look,
It might not matter though, because what if the kids, even if they're older and can understand have a decent conversation with them, but if they're still like toddlers or whatever the case may be,
they don't know enough better.
What you mean they don't know any better? I mean, they know it's a different woman in the house.
They're like, where mom? Like,
oh, you are terrible.
Shush the
I'm playing, but it depends how old they are before you like try to really explain like what happened to mommy, what happened to daddy, some type of deal.
I think the kids might be tough too, but then if you're a real tight family as well, like your siblings and maybe like your wife's, if you're real tight with your wife's family as well, oh man,
it's hard to bring over Renee.
Like
a couple of years later, like this Renee, you like what?
So you can't
like people gonna look at you as if you were trying to collect a check or something.
You can't bring her. You can't bring her parents and her spouse, her siblings over after that.
I think honestly, time. I don't know what that.
I mean, but would you keep a relationship with them? Like even though you had,
you would have to because you have grandkids or they have.
You would. What if you didn't like them from the jump? What if you didn't like your
in-laws
from the jump?
That's something different, man. But sometimes you don't like them. But I love my in-laws. I love y'all. They do. You know what I mean?
Look at me as if I have a problem with my in-laws.
I didn't say that.
Look at me as if I got a problem with mine. I don't. But I'm just saying, if you never liked them.
Okay, so what would you think the time period be, Quaz?
Hold on. So what do you think it is if you had? Do you have to discuss the insurance policy? Do you have to discuss like the number?
That ain't none of their business.
Yeah, I don't think it's in there.
They might think it is.
No,
they might say. Hold on. They might
say.
say your obligation is high if the money was high.
No. Let's say this: if something happened, they just pass, naturally or something to that extent. Then why would somebody be all like, okay, how much the money?
True, but that's insurance. But what if different instances would include like property? What if somebody in the family owned like a house? Together, and the house is left maybe like shared in the family's name. She passed away,
and she left it for me.
No, it's automatically go to you because you're the spouse. Her half, but then you got to deal with her sister.
Well, I mean, that's a whole nother story. That's something you had to talk about right there. So hey,
this could be a good one.
You heard my side. You heard Quad's side.
Say if she want to sell or you don't want to sell.
That's a problem then. I mean, but I had the right of refusal though.
You had the right of refusal, but it's 50-50. So y'all gonna be bickering for a while.
I mean, depending on how much money it is.
But he ain't like the family anyway, so it don't matter.
What? This guy here, hey, you heard my side, you heard his side. You always starting something. You heard Soup's side. Let us know your side.
Young fella, your girl thinks.